everyone, and welcome. If you have low vision, a smartphone can sometimes feel like a real challenge.
We're going to explore some incredible apps and settings that can completely transform your phone from just, a way to make calls into a true window on the world. Let's get to it.
All right, first up, we've got a category of apps that honestly feels like something straight out of science fiction. These tools use the power of artificial intelligence, or AI, and your phone's camera to basically act as your eyes, reading and describing the world around you out loud.
Okay, let's talk about Seeing AI. This is a phenomenal, all-in-one app, and it's totally free. You can just point your phone at a restaurant menu, a piece of mail, maybe even handwritten notes, and bam, it reads the text aloud to you instantly. And this is so much more than convenience, right? It's really about independence, being able to read your own mail in private, or grabbing the right can of soup at the store without having to ask for help. It's just incredibly versatile.
Now, another fantastic option is Envision AI. It does a lot of the same things as Seeing AI, but it has this one killer feature. It can actually detect the edges of a full page of text and automatically snap the picture for you. I mean, think about that. No more fumbling around trying to find the shutter button. You just hold the phone over the document and it does all the work.
So, AI is amazing, no doubt. But let's be real. Sometimes it can't quite replace a human's intuition. What if you need to know if your shirt matches your pants, or you're trying to read a really complicated chart? For that, sometimes you just need a person.
And that's exactly where this next set of apps comes in. These services connect you, through your phone's camera, to a real, live person who can see what you're seeing and give you immediate help. Let's look at the two biggest players in this space. On one hand, you have Aira. This connects you to a trained, paid professional. And on the other hand, you've got Be My Eyes, which is powered by this huge global network of volunteers. So you're basically choosing between a professional service and help from the community. So the crucial thing here is picking the right tool for the job. If you have a complex or maybe a sensitive task, Aira's paid professionals are there for you. But for those quick, everyday things like, hey, what's the expiration date on this milk? Or can you read the thermostat for me? The wonderful volunteers at the completely free Be My Eyes service are literally just a tap away.
Okay, so we've covered seeing the world right in front of you. But now, let's talk about how your phone can help you move through the world, and how it can help you get a closer look at all the little details.
So if you've ever used a standard map app, you know it's pretty good at getting you from point A to point B. But Lazarillo, it's different. It's actually designed for exploration. As you walk, it's kind of like having a virtual tour guide in your ear, announcing intersections, shops, and bus stops as you pass them, which gives you a much richer sense of your surroundings.
And for seeing things up close, oh yeah, your phone's camera can be so much more than a simple zoom tool. With the right app, it becomes this incredibly high-powered digital magnifier that's stable and really easy to use. An app like Supervision Plus is a perfect example of this. It's got these key features like image stabilization, which is huge because it stops a shaky hand from blurring the view. You can also freeze the image to get a really good look, use the flashlight to brighten things up, and even invert the colors to create super high contrast, which can make text just pop right off the screen.
We've looked at some amazing apps you can download. But now we get to what I think is the most important part of this entire explainer. The most powerful, most essential tools are very likely the ones that are already installed on your phone right now.
And that really is the core message here. Both iOS and Android phones come packed with this incredible suite of accessibility features right out of the box. You just have to know where to find them and how to turn them on.
It all starts with your voice. It doesn't matter if you're using Siri on an iPhone or Google Assistant on an Android phone. You can make calls, send texts, open apps, and ask for information without ever needing to look at the screen. It's just a simple press and hold of a button.
A screen reader, it's called VoiceOver on iOS and TalkBack on Android, reads everything on your screen aloud. Now, this is different from an app like Seeing AI, which reads what the camera sees. A screen reader reads the phone's interface itself. Every button, every icon, every piece of text you touch. It lets you navigate your entire phone just by sound.
And right there inside that same accessibility menu, you are going to find a treasure trove of other options. You can make everything on the screen bigger with zoom. You can increase the text size across all your apps, make the text bold so it's easier to read, or crank up the contrast. I highly recommend just spending some time in these settings and playing around to see what combination works best for your vision.
So here's the big takeaway. The real power isn't in any single app or any one setting. It's in the combination. It's about pairing a great third-party app with your phone's built-in features to create a completely customized setup that's tailored perfectly to your needs and your life.
After everything we've looked at, what is one simple change, just one, that you can make in your phone's settings today to make it just a little bit easier to use? Start there, and you'll start to unlock all that amazing potential that's sitting right there in your pocket. Thanks so much for joining me.